Hello peeps, welcome to Sundays with Sparky. How's it going? It's been a week. Yes, it has. It's been a week. So as you can see, I've gone back to the way I used to do things because the setup process and the then editing process for the way that I did it last week was very long-winded. And this is supposed to be a fairly easy, just general, informal chit-chat type vlog thing that's not supposed to require too much effort sort of behind the scenes, so to speak. And so I've gone back to the way I used to do it because it didn't really make huge amounts of difference. But I've still got the headset and I've still got the webcam. They're ready and waiting to go for streaming. Speaking of which, we did my first kind of proper stream this week, which was fun. I only did it for an hour. Still trying to get my confidence up to do it for more regularly, and yeah, it was good. I had fun. I had fun playing some Hearthstone and chatting to you guys. So if you came along, then thank you very much. And if you didn't, then follow me on Twitter, and you'll find out when I'm doing my my live streams and stuff. So let's talk about some movies, shall we? Yes, let's. So last week I watched Eagle Eye with Shia LaBeouf. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but I like pronouncing it like that. So I decided to watch Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf, which is quite fun as well. And it's about Shia LaBeouf's character who gets placed under house arrest because he punched his teacher. I'm not quite sure how that works, but yeah, he got placed under house arrest. So he's kind of in his house, and then he gets new neighbours, and he starts hearing stuff on the news and reading stuff in the papers about women that have been going missing, and he then starts kind of spying on people because he's bored and he's under house arrest, so he can't really go anywhere or do anything. I then watched this. I know, like most of the time when I watch movies, they all have some kind of link, like someone from that film will be in the next film that I watch. That didn't really happen this week because I got these ones and these were new, so I watched the new ones. So I watched End of Watch with Jake Gyllenhaal, who's I think is a very good actor. And this was a really good movie. I saw it I think I saw like a trailer or two for it when some other movies came out, but I never really got to see it. I don't think it was at the cinema for very long, if at all, over here. Probably was in the States, but not over here. And it's directed by the same guy that directed Training Day. So if you enjoyed Training Day, which I did, then you might enjoy this as well. I thought it was really good. I think these sorts of movies are usually done on a slightly lower budget, and they don't always get the amount of promotion that I think sometimes they deserve. But it's really good. I really enjoyed it. I would quote like some of the things that are given at 5 stars, but Love Film is probably the only one that is actually of any relevance. But it's a really good movie, cop movie. So if you like cop films with a bit of gangland stuff in there, then check it out. Check it out. And the last movie that I watched this week, I had to split over 2 days because it was so long. And that's Cloud Atlas from the Wachowski brothers who did The Matrix. This was a really interesting one because I've never seen a film that's quite like it, which is a good thing. But it was a little bit difficult to follow what was going on in some of the scenes. The basic kind of outline is that there's several different stories, but they all include They'll obviously have different characters. It's really difficult to explain. But the souls, question mark, of those characters are all the same. Not all the same, but like, for example, like Tom Hanks is in it, right? So he might be one person in one of the stories, and somebody else in one of the other stories, and somebody else in another story, and they don't know that he's been that person. But they all these same group of people all seem to come together in some way, and that's kind of cool. You just have to watch it. Just watch it. Just rent it or buy it or whatever. Get one of your friends to buy it and then watch it. Because it's really interesting, and you don't see films like this very often. And I don't think it did very well over here in the box office, like in the cinema. I don't think it did all that well, which is a shame because it's a really interesting movie. And yeah, it's one that you have to see, just because it's not like most other movies. I mean, there's elements of other movies in there. I quite like the fact that one of the settings is like a futuristic Korea. So, and it's based in Seoul, which is, I think, South Korea's capital or something like that. But because it's futuristic and stuff, they've called it Neo Seoul. But I thought that was quite a nice little touch as a little kind of tip of the hat to the Matrix, because it's a futuristic city and there's like lots of lights and tall buildings and stuff, and Neo Seoul. I thought that was quite interesting. If you haven't seen the Matrix, then you've probably got no idea what I'm talking about. But if you have, then you'll probably get it. But yeah, you should watch this film. I'd never seen it, and Hugh Grant, right? Hugh Grant is in this, and I was like, when I first saw I didn't know that he was in it until I started watching it. I was like, is that Hugh Grant? And I was like, that bloody well is Hugh Grant. And I was like, this is possibly the best thing he's ever been in years. That's not a romantic comedy for once. It's really good. You should check it out. Really should check it out. Okay. Video games. Plague Inc. video that came up on Monday even. Almost forgetting what days stuff going out on. Got a few more of those to come. I'm going to try and record a whole bunch of them and get them all out very, very quickly if I can, because I'd like to move on from that. I feel like the Monday Mutation Monday, as Evo's been calling it, is getting a little stale now. So I kind of want to just finish that kind of series of how to beat the stuff on Brutal, and then move on, and we'll do something else. We had some more Big Deck Player, some more Hearthstone on Wednesday. For a while, my Big Deck Player videos were not getting the views that they once were, and I was getting a bit worried that people weren't watching them, or that I was doing something wrong, or there was something bad about it, or I suppose if you've been getting lots of views on a certain series and then all of a sudden it disappears, you kind of start thinking that maybe you've done something wrong, or you've offended someone somewhere, or whatever. But it turns out it was just the website that I've been using, and it's not very good for promoting yourself, really. But so I've started using Hearthstone again for promoting my videos, and it's great. Really, really good. So if you've come to my channel as a result of that, then thank you very much. You're awesome. Hope you stick around, and hope you find more stuff that you enjoy watching as well. And then the palaver that was Saints Row 4. Oh my god. So in my excitedness to get my new headset, I forgot to check when recording that everything was still set up correctly, and I didn't have to make any alterations to make sure that when I was recording with Suki, that it would actually record Suki's voice, and it didn't. So that was interesting. When I came to edit, we spent about just over 2 hours, probably 2.5 hours doing recording and stuff. And then I came to start editing, and there was no sound as far as Suki was concerned. I was like, oh crap. There was game sound. The game sound was still there. So it recorded that, and it recorded my voice. But for some reason, I'm not quite sure why, it didn't record Suki's voice at all. And I was like, oh no, this is a bad thing. So I was trying to rack my brain as to how we could kind of still use the footage. And I think what we put out was probably the best standard we could have done, I guess. At the time, it's still a commentary. It's still gameplay with commentary. It's just not live commentary. So we're not reacting to what's happening in the game as much, but we're still chatting and talking about nonsense like we would normally do anyway. So in that respect, it's pretty much the same. The only other thing I have been playing, which might come as a surprise, is Minecraft. I have these little spats of playing Minecraft where I will play it for a little while and then I'll get bored and then I'll stop. And I'll play it for a little while and then I'll get bored and then I'll stop. It's always on my computer. I always have it there just in case I get the itch. But I decided to install some mods, and being a bit of a fan of the Ogscast, I've been watching some of their videos as of late and seeing the kind of mod pack that they use, and I was like, wow, that mod pack, there's so much to it. This could be what I need, or what I would want to keep my interest in playing Minecraft for a bit longer. So I've figured out how to install it all, and because I'm not generally very good with all that kind of stuff, got myself the texture pack and everything, which looks fantastic. I've been using the Sphax texture pack for years, pretty much all the time I've ever played it, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've only been playing it for a couple of nights, but so far I'm enjoying just doing stuff. Whether I'll turn it into a series or not, I don't know. I'd kind of like to, just because I haven't done any Minecraft videos on this channel yet, and I used to do them regular. Well, there was a phase when I was doing it on my old channel, back in like when it was still in alpha. My God, that's a long time ago. So yeah, maybe I will. Maybe if I can get it multiplayer with that particular mod pack, I might play some with some people or something. That might be quite cool. Yeah, I'll look into that. Alright, well, we've got some more Plague Inc. coming out on Monday. I've already found a deck for a Wednesday big deck player. We'll have another one on Friday of the post live commentary thing for Saints Row 4. Yeah, so because we recorded like 2 episodes each. But then after that, they'll go back to normal, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood. The episodes on Suki's channel were fine, by the way, so it was just my recording that went wrong, not hers. So make sure you go and watch the videos on her channel as well, and I think I need to update some of the playlists on my channel, so I'll do that as well to incorporate them into that as well. Okay, I think that's everything. I might be going to see Godzilla this week, or maybe next week. I don't know. I haven't decided if I really want to see it or not yet. If you have seen it and think it's good, then give me a recommendation, either in the comments on this video or tweet me. Yeah, because I'm still like, oh, I don't know if it's going to be any good. But if you've seen it already and you think it was worth me going to see, then let me know, because that'd be awesome. And I'm definitely going to see X-Men when that comes out, because that looks like it could be quite interesting. So, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.